Oh my God, is that you? I didn't think you'd come back. Here we are. We're back. Alright guys, so I left you back in March. If you are just kind of randomly scrolling through YouTube and found this video, I would suggest stopping, going back to my channel and checking out my first 3 videos. It'll kind of give you my backstory on lap band surgery to revision, everything in between. Just kind of let you know what you're getting yourself into with this Hot Mess Express. Choo choo. Alright, so it has been a crazy few months. The craziest my life has been, I would say, probably in several years. So back in March was my last YouTube video that I did for you guys, and a couple of, I would say maybe a couple of weeks after I posted that video, something happened with my mom, and we found, well, not we, the doctor, we had no idea it was there. There was a huge tumor on her kidney, which turned out to be cancer. She had stage 2 cancer. That came out of nowhere. She had no, signs or symptoms of it. She had went in for what she thought was a UTI and ended up finding a tumor that covered 90% of her kidney. So I was very consumed in her health at the time. Of course, that's my mama. We're very close. So that was super hard, but we got past it. We got the kidney out. She's doing great. So she cancer free, which is amazing. That's what everybody hopes for. So all that stuff happened. So I was very disconnected from, wanting to post, and just had no desire to do it. It's focused on my mom. So we got the kidney out, and it took her a while to get kind of back up on her feet. She's still a little sore. Of course, take out your kidney, you're going to be a little sore. So she's slowly getting back into it, which doesn't shock me. She's a super tough woman. So she's doing good. So also in March, let's talk about stress factors. I have recently, I've been working on it for a while, kind of on and off for a couple years, getting my medical coding and billing degree. So I was doing all that online and was trying to get my certification exam done. I ended up having to take that during all this crazy stuff with my mom, trying to focus on that and help her out, and being super stressed out with that. So I took the test and I missed it by 10 points, which a lot of people do take it multiple times. I've read online that people take it up to 6 or 7 times. So hopefully second time around, which I'm taking in a couple weeks, I will pass it. So then life happens. You gotta work, people. We gotta pay the bills. I went back to work finally after my mom was okay. So it's just been very crazy driving to Charleston, which is an hour away from my house. I did not feel like updating. I had nothing to really tell you. I actually did try to post something during all the stuff that happened with my mom, and ended up ugly crying through the whole thing, and I thought, nope, not going to post it. Not doing it. So yeah, April was just a lot of working at a bakery, which kind of leads me to the non-existent weight loss that I've had. Super stressed out over everything. Of course, my mom is the only parent I have left, so the focus was on her and trying to take care of her. It was crazy. Like I said, just kind of came out of nowhere. But anywho, so like I said, I was working at a bakery. It is like taking a drug addict to a crack house and being like, hey, don't do crack. Okay? Try your best. I know it's being thrown in your face, and you're having to make it and smell it and taste stuff to see if it's the way that it needs to be. Very, very hard. You're around it all the time. you get hungry and you go pull something and like pull a little cake ball or Oreo ball and you just put it in your mouth and you're like, shouldn't have done that. Which I will say, and I had hoped, actually I had mentioned this in one of the first videos, I had hoped that the sugar, like a lot of sugar, would make me sick, and thank you Lord, it does. Which sounds crazy to somebody, but if you're kind of in the same situation that I've been in or can relate, like, I'm super glad that sweet stuff makes me sick, because it is my downfall. It is like my crack. It's like my cocaine. I love it. I love sweet stuff. I would pass up a steak dinner for a piece of cake in a heartbeat. Sure would. So, also dealing with, you know, being around sweet stuff. I also have been dealing with thyroid issues, which I had thought maybe that was the reason I haven't had a lot of weight loss. So one minute it's high, the next minute it's normal. So we're kind of juggling back and forth of like, you know, my Synthroid, what I need to take, like what's the right dose. So right now I'm at the lowest dose that you can have. So we'll see if that kind of keeps it where it needs to be. Honestly, I was hoping it was high. That way they would up it. That wasn't the case. So we'll see. I go for, you know, some more blood work, I think, like in the next couple of months. So we'll see where we're at with that. So May. We're still in May. So let's talk about May. May has been awesome. It's my birthday month. Yay. And also, mine and Daniel's anniversary, which is on the 13th. My birthday is the 11th, anniversary 13th. So, Daniel had actually surprised me back in February with tickets to Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, why? I'll tell you why. I am a huge fan of the movie Up. The Pixar Disney movie Up. I even have I have a tattoo on my arm of the house and the balloons. A huge fan of that movie. Makes me cry like a baby every single time I watch it. I've watched it dozens of times and I weep like a child every time. And if you don't cry watching that movie, you don't have a heart. I'll just say that. So there is an actual like replica of the Up house in Salt Lake City. It's super adorable. Even like the inside of the house, the living room, like there's a nursery that is, you know, replicated from the movie. I think like the kitchen or something maybe also. But Daniel surprised me with tickets to Salt Lake City to go see the Up house. It's on my bucket list. I'm like, I have to see that. It's my favorite movie. I have it tattooed on my arm. Like, we have to go. Well, we finally get there on May 3rd, and so excited. I was like, I don't know what we're going to do. We plan on being gone for a little over a week. Had no idea anything else about Salt Lake City other than that house being there. So, we get to the house, and they had the little mailbox, you know, with the Carl and Ellie and the handprints and all that. And Daniel was like, look, they've got mail. I'm like, yeah, it's their mail. He's like, open it. I'm like, no, I'm not opening that. It's their mail. Just open it. I'm like, no, not opening the mailbox. Like, that's their mail. It's illegal. You can't do that. I was like, you do it. So he opens the mailbox and there's a box inside. Y'all, we've been together 14 years and he finally proposed. The best day ever. So I'm gonna let y'all kind of get a little look at that beauty. Look at it. I love it. It's black diamond, black all the way around with, you know, diamonds around it. I just love it. I look at it and I'm like, that's not mine. Somebody's gonna take it at any time. I will kill them if they try to take my ring away from them. I'll punch them in the mouth. Okay, so that was super awesome. We ended up, he surprised me with a trip to Disneyland in California. We went to LA, went to Hollywood. We went to Vegas right after Salt Lake City. I've never been to Vegas before. That was super awesome. We rented a Corvette convertible, drove around. We had a great time. We did not want to come home, obviously. So, I guess basically this video is to kind of like let everybody know what's been going on in my life and all the stress and just life in general sometimes happens. And I know that a lot of people think, well, you know, you had weight loss surgery, like you took the easy way out. No, that's not, it don't work like that. So if it was indeed the easy way out, I would have lost more weight than I have. I will take full responsibility for me not losing more weight. Yeah, thyroid issues, I can't control that. Stress, sometimes you can't control that. With that being said, I weighed myself yesterday morning. I didn't weigh myself this morning because I was like, okay, we'll take it. So I'm not weighing myself today. I was okay with what I weighed yesterday, so I'm just like, okay, we'll start from here. Great. So right now I weigh 261.5, which is from my 290. That gives you 28.6 pounds lost. I'll take it. Glad it's not a gain of 28 pounds. I plan on not ever going back to that weight again. So, but, you know, I had talked to my sister about it, and I was like, I don't have anything to say. Like, I don't have any huge, like, weight loss story. Like, I haven't lost a bunch of weight, and, like, I'm not your typical, like, gastric bypass story. I mean, there's a lot of people that will say, yeah, I've lost 50 pounds in 3 months. That's not the case for everybody, and I'm one of those. Like, I don't know, and I've really struggled with it. I've had a really hard time, like, down to, like, even the, I mean, just the half pounds. Like, I'm crazy about it. And to the point where Daniel was like, look, if you don't stop weighing yourself, I'm going to throw that scale out in the backyard and I'm going to bust it. Like, don't do it. Because I was weighing myself, like, every morning, just hoping that, like, for these big changes, and it just doesn't happen overnight, obviously. But, you know, I talked to my sister about it, like I said, and she was like, look, you need to make a video that says, look, like, sometimes you don't lose as quickly as you want to. And people need to know that. So, you should do a video anyway. So, y'all can thank my sister for this video. She's like, just do it. Like, update people like you have lost weight. Yeah, it's not what you want the weight loss to be, but some people need to hear that, like, sometimes it's not all, like, puppies and rainbows of, like, oh, I lost all this weight and, like, things are awesome. I still, like, I will say that I have the difference between the lap band surgery and the gastric bypass. I wish I had done gastric bypass years ago. I mean, obviously I would have lost more weight, but with the feeling of the band when I would eat, it was like a pressure. Like, if I would eat something, like if I had a piece of bread and then had like a bite of a piece of chicken or something, like there was a pressure, like a hurt in my chest and in my throat, and it was a hurt. Like it was a pain. It wasn't like, oh God, I'm getting sick, I'm going to throw up. It was a legit pain. So with the bypass, there is not a pain anymore. Like it's not there. So, you know, that's one thing that one of the nurses at my doctor's office told me. She was like, look, it's people who go from band to bypass do struggle with that. Like, they keep waiting for that pressure, that pain to come when they eat, and it doesn't happen. So you keep eating thinking, okay, it's going to happen, and it doesn't, and that's where you kind of run into problems. So I've tried to be, like, you know, mindful of that when I do eat, to be like, okay, have a couple bites and kind of stop and slow down. So now that everything has kind of went back to normal, I hope to do these videos more often, and I don't know, kind of give you the real, like, this can happen. If you've had weight loss surgery and you don't lose as much as you want, or it's coming off slowly, like, that's a part of it. So if you're watching this video and you're kind of going through what I'm going through, and like you're not seeing the results that you want, like, sister or hun, You're not alone. I'm definitely not where I want to be, but I am still going, still pushing. So super excited to get back into the gym and start walking. Like, it's so nice outside now. We live super close to the park, so I plan on doing that. Just trying to be smarter about food choices. Like, I can't, obviously, like I said, I cannot have sweet stuff, which I'm super pumped about. Very small, like, bites. Like, Daniel took me to a place in LA for my birthday. It was called Milk Bar, and they do cakes and like cake balls and cookies and stuff like that. And he was like, well, you have to have, cake for your birthday, because he knows I love cake. But I had a couple bites of it and I got so sick. I was like, it's not worth it. Like, it's totally not worth it. Even though it's my birthday and you have to have cake on your birthday, it was not worth it. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of update everybody with what's been going on. Not, like I said, not too much really to talk about in the weight loss department, but here we are. But it's a start somewhere, so my like motivation, I guess, would be wedding. Duh. Like, getting into the wedding dress, which I am starting to kind of pick through and look at, which I'm super excited about that. So that's kind of my motivation, to get down to that goal size. I don't have a goal weight per se. I have a size. Like, right now I'm in a size 18, and I would love to be like down in a size like 12, 14, somewhere through there. So I'm not like asking to be a size 4, because I don't know. I've seen myself like size 16, 14, 16 area, and I couldn't, like, I don't think my face would be able to handle it. Like, I think my head would just start slowly shrinking off. I don't know. I don't look good super, super small. But thank you guys for watching. I'm going to have a couple pictures of my lovely engagement, because it's super cute. If you guys have didn't know that the Up House existed, I'm going to throw some pictures on there for you so you can see how adorable it is and how awesome a job my fiance did with the proposal. So you guys, if you have any questions, please message me. Please like, share, and comment on this video. So hopefully in the next couple weeks I can update again, and I'll be like, you know what? I've lost 35 pounds since I talked to you guys. That's my goal. That's my goal. Alright guys, so I will see you all later, and hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye. See ya.